Hey friends, welcome back to the channel. It is Monday morning, time for my weekly What Sold. We've got 15 items on eBay and 3 over on Mercari. So we've got, like a $1,300 weekend. I am absolutely jumping for joy. So let's dive in and see what sold this weekend. All right, so we have 14 items, 15, okay, hold on, 15 on eBay. One, I just had to cancel because he needs to change his address. So once he changes the address, I'm still going to box it up and be ready because he's going to put in the new address. So 15 items for $1,200 over on eBay. And we've got 3 items on Mercari that are, let's see, so we're at 150 on Mercari. So because of, we're at $1,350 in gross sales. Absolutely amazing. I will take that all day long. We've got 2-pack orders fairly fast today because I've been at the bins all morning. It's $5 day and they kept pulling out pallets. So you guys, I can't walk away when there's a new pallet of stuff and there's not a lot of people. So yes, I had to stay. And then that meant that now we are at 1 o'clock and I have to get this stuff over to my post office by 2:30, 3 o'clock the latest. And I still have to film. So this is going to go fairly fast because I've got a lot of packing to do. And there's a couple that are mind blowers, but they're also very large and they're going to be a pain in the butt to ship. So I was actually just having a conversation with my husband that I think we're going to switch our account from the 1-day shipping. And I've always had my account on 1-day shipping. Even during the accident, I was having hubby ship every day. I couldn't be there to change the setting, so he got lucky and he was still on 1-day shipping. And I'm thinking now that I've already lost my top rated seller. Womp womp. Yes, because of stupid dings, because of silly buyers. It's what it is. But I'm not a top rated seller anymore. And until I get that ranking back, there's really no benefit to doing 1-day shipping. And it just stresses me out. So if I didn't get home until 1 o'clock, knowing I've got 15, 16, 17, 18 orders to pack, it would have brought a lot more peace and less stress if I turned off the 1-day shipping. So I'm going to be doing that. But either way, I still have all of these I need to ship today. So, all right, let's dive right in. We're going to rate it from smallest profit to the largest. Mercari separate because I don't know where they're at in these numbers, but you will get a very good breakdown at the very end of actual profits. So when I'm saying that 1250? No, 1350 is my gross sales. So the net, the actual profit, will be at the very end. I got to minus my cost of good. I've got to minus shipping, minus fees, minus the taxes that they paid. I don't get to keep that. So these numbers are obviously very gross numbers, but you will get the actual profits at the end. First up, we've got a Sony control. I mean, it's a PS4 controller. You know you're not a gamer. I always call the PlayStations a PS whatever because there's PlayStation 1, 2, 3, 4, and now they're on number 5. So I can't keep up with it. It's a PS whatever controller and it's in rough shape. It's very well left. It needs new grippies on the little grippy pull things. And he sold for $18. Free shipping. But it's going to be super easy to ship. It's nice and small. And I paid... Oh yeah, you want to know what I paid for this stuff? Hold on. Oh, it's right up top. I paid $1. $1. So yeah, I'm happy to make $18. No, it's not a huge flip, but come on, it was $1. All right. The only thing better than that would have been if it was in the free pile. Okay, then let's go over to number 2. Goes to another. I think this is a dollar find again. Gammon. No, this was $3 find at my bins. It is a line reel fishing thing. The good thing about not needing to know what it is, that's what eBay is for. Or Google image. If you need to know what an item is, take a picture of it. It'll tell you what the model is. And then you can put that over on eBay to see what the actual pricing is. So this guy, I got 2 of them. They were $3 a piece. And this guy sold for $20. So again, I'm fine with these smaller little bread and butter items because of how small and easy they are to ship. And I got them as stupid cheap as I did. All right, next up we've got Braun cartridges. Braun makes very fancy shavers, and these are those little water packs that go into your shaver to clean your shaver. So this was $8 day at my bin, which is Sundays. I go there every day of the week. So on Sunday, I paid $8. It's a 6-pack. They're brand new. and it sold for $37. So almost 40 bucks out of 8. And it was a quick one. I think these are a week old. And then another fun one. This one is an estate sale find. So you'll see I've got a mix of garage sale, estate sale, and my bins. And when I'm talking about my bins, I do the Amazon liquidation bins. I know there are the Goodwill bins out there. Not my jam. There's a lot of money to be made there, but there's also a lot of people making money there. And it's just not my jam. I don't like it. So I prefer my Amazon bins, and that's why a lot of my stuff comes from there, because that's my daily trip. But this was an estate sale. I believe I filmed there. They were $3 a piece, and I put them all together. There was actually 4 at that sale. I kept one for myself because it was open. I didn't want to sell it. It's just like water in a spray can. It's thermal spring water. Yeah. Spoiler alert, it doesn't really do anything. I'm glad I kept one that I got for as cheap as I did, because I didn't realize it was open, but that's all right. I kept it. So anyways, 3 of them, so $9 for the 3, sold for $40 for a 3-pack of thermal water. I don't know. Beauty products crack me up, but they are worth some serious money. All right, this next one, I got both of these at bins on $5 day. So $5 day is one of my favorites as well. That's what today was. That's what I got today, and I think I had 45 items. Wow, you guys, I know, do some math here. At $5 day, that was a lot of stinking money, but there's a lot of profit to be made, and I'm okay spending $5 when they flip for as much profit as they do. So these little alarms, okay, these were safety alarms, brand new, carbon monoxide alarms, but they're brand spanking new. So $5 each, and they both sold for $42.75. So 5 into 40, or 10 into 85. Come on, that's like no brainer. And these are super easy to ship. I love that a lot of mine are going to be easy to ship because, again, I don't have a whole lot of time today. I probably shouldn't be talking as much as I am, but this is my priority. I want you guys to see all of this. Okay, so next, this was just on Friday. So literally 3 days ago, $15 day, brand spanking new. It's still sealed, and they are Razer Kraken headphones. Again, they're brand new, and it sold really fast for $60. I paid $15, but again, super easy to ship. It's just going to get put into a box. He's already boxed in a box, but I'm not going to put a label on here. They're a nice set of headphones. I'm not going to ruin it with a label. He will go into a box, but it'll be super easy to put that in a box. All right, next up, this guy will probably stay in his box that he's in right now. Most likely, but I'll let you know. Neewer. Okay, this next one, Neewer is a good brand of like lights and camera gear and I guess audio video stuff in general. They're at my bins all the time, so they're a very popular brand on Amazon. This guy was $8 day, so this was also on a Sunday, and it is a Gimbal Pro tripod. But it's brand spanking new. It's brand new in here. So he's already in a nice box with some nice packing. So yeah, I'm just going to ship him in this box. So I'll tape it up because it has a little bit of a tear up there. But there's no reason to put this box in another box in another box. Amazon didn't. You can see the scraps here on the back. So I'm just going to tape it up again and stick a label on it. And off he goes to wherever this person is. And it sold, did I say $65? Sorry. When I'm rushing, I don't think right. Okay, next up, we've got a Casio camera. Casio, what did I pay for you? Okay, this was an $8 garage or estate sale find. So cameras are always a BOLO. And when I'm talking about BOLOs, that stands for be on the lookout. So if you haven't already, in the description, I have a free BOLO list. I created this a while ago of top brands, top items to look for when you're sourcing as a reseller. If you're starting out, you want to grow your list, start learning new niches, grab that list. It is yours for free in the description. So cameras are definitely on that list. There's so many different brands, but when they are complete with chargers and memory things and cases and boxes and there's some serious money. But you have to look up each individual camera because some cameras are not worth anything and some cameras are worth really big money. I have no idea why one is worth more than another. It's just the market for you. But there's times a camera that I'm like, oh, that's nothing. That's a $200 camera. Or the one that I think is a $200 camera ends up being a $50 camera. So you have to look up every single one. And I know there's resellers out there that just wing it and just grab what they grab. No, I still look up everything. I have been doing this now for 7 years. 6 or 7 years? What year are we in? 25? Gosh, yeah, I think I started at the end of 18. So yeah, we're at 7 years that I have been doing this, and I still look up my items because things change, prices change, values change. It's just life. So no, I still look everything up. You may laugh at me, but I do. Except, okay, there is one thing I bought today that I didn't look up, and I can't show you because it's in my car, but it is a, it's a, oh my goodness, what is it called? I want to say it was KitchenAid. Okay, it was a fancy brand. No, it started with a C. Oh my goodness. Okay, no, it's a fancy brand, and it's a pasta maker. Cascade? No, that's dish soap. Oh my gosh. All right, now that I'm talking about it, I gotta correct myself. What the heck was it, Jennifer? All right, it was a... hold on, it was a pasta maker. Maybe it is KitchenAid. I didn't think it was. No, it wasn't KitchenAid. He's a handheld, like, does his own thing. Cuisinart. I know it started with a C. Yes, it is the Cuisinart pasta maker, you guys. I've sold this before, like multiple times, even if it's just the parts. I've sold them before. So this guy, it was $5 at my thrift store. So yes, I grabbed him. I did not look him up. He was $5, and I can't find his exact. Maybe it isn't Cuisinart. No, I know it was. All right, but I know it's like an $80 to $100 pasta maker. So for $5, I'm going to grab it. Even if I have to sit on it for a little bit longer, I know it's going to sell because I've sold them before. All right, off the horse, Jennifer. We need to focus. Okay, shoes. Birkenstocks. I wanted to keep these so bad. They are absolutely beautiful. And they're brand new. I mean, they look brand new. There's like, you could tell they wore it one time, if that. But they're too big. They're too big. And I looked like a clown. I don't know. They were too big on me and I couldn't keep them. So I had to sell them. They were $10 at my local thrift and they sold for almost $70. I mean, you can see why. They're Birkenstocks and they're in amazing, amazing condition. And I'm sad because I really wanted to keep them. But I have a shoe problem, so that's all right. Let him go. Let him go. Next up, we've got a fancy hat. This was one I just got at an estate sale 3-ish weeks ago. I paid up, and that's because it was the numbers game. I know I've talked about this before, where if you put things together as a lot, and these people are saying, okay, that's $2, that's $4, that's 50 cents. Oh, but that's $30. That's $10, that's $5. Okay, they're going through, and one thing, for whatever reason, they really put the value on, it's still a no-brainer, because I got everything else for really, really cheap. So I'm okay paying $30 for one item when I got everything else for $1 a piece, because in the end, I got, say, 5 things for $35 when I could say, okay, this was 10 and those were 5 each, and I'd still get to the same math. I hope that's making sense, because that's how garage sales and estate sale math has to work. Because even though someone says $30 and I'm like, oh, there's not a whole lot of profit there, I'm buying enough stuff that there is. All right. So this guy, I paid $30. He is a Stetson hat. Stetson, of course, is a top cowboy hat brand. It's only a 3X, which I don't remember what that stands for. It's something about beaver. The higher the X, the more valuable the hat. But it still sold for almost $90. So even though, yes, I paid $30, still sold it for $90. Yes, that was still a good profit. But I knew the biggest profit is the fact that I got a whole bunch of stuff at that garage sale. And yes, that cost me $30, but I got other stuff for really, really cheap. All right, let me know in the comments if you do this garage sale math too, because I know that I can't be the only one. Because when they're like, okay, the grand total is $50, I mean, call it what you want. They just told me what was 30 and what was 5. But in my head, it doesn't really matter. It still equals the same amount. All right. Next up, this one I'm a little nervous about. This was a $15 bin find on Friday, okay? And it is a Crank Brothers pedal. Pedal? Is that what we call those? It's brand new, okay? It's brand new. It still has his little, like, zip tie on him, holding it to the plastic. And I'm like, okay, it's new. I list it, and somebody commented and said that it was swapped, and they wanted it for cheap. So I'm like, I don't know. Are they trying to bamboozle me, or was it really swapped? Like, no, it definitely was not swapped. I'm looking at the picture on the back. Like, no, this is the item that is in the pictures. So, I mean, they'd have to be really good at doing any kind of swaps because it's in there. So, all right, hindsight. If it does end up being where the guy gets it and says it's not the one that was in the pictures, they just got themselves a free foot pedal because I don't want it back if it is the case. But Google and everything else agrees that this is the actual item, and he sold for $100. Like, okay, it's taped up top, so that's not manufacturer tape. That's just somebody who put a piece of tape. But I'm still calling it. It looks legit, and it's still zip tied. So I don't know. Maybe I'm getting screwed, but it sold for $100, free shipping, and we will see if somebody gets back to me and says that it's not real. I don't know. I don't know. Except I am seeing a minor flaw. I love recording while I'm seeing things because you're seeing the actual moments. It's missing a couple of these little top screwies. But I don't know if it's supposed to come with those top screwies. But the picture in the back kind of shows those little screwies. So, I don't know. We'll have to see what he says. I may end up getting a loss on this one. I don't know. It's in the pictures. I took an offer. We shall see. We shall see. I'll let you know if this guy ends up getting a free $100 foot pedal. That's what that is. All right, next up. Let's keep moving here, Jennifer. $8 day. I just got this on Sunday. So, no. Was this Sunday? Or did I grab it on Saturday? DirecTV, $11. So this was actually on Saturday. Because yesterday, I only got one thing over there. So Saturday, I got two things. And this sold really fast. Within hours of listing it. And it is a DirecTV 4K streaming Gemini or something. Okay, but it's brand spanking new. Brand spanking new. And this guy sold overnight, like I said, within hours for $130. And I paid $11. So I will do that all day. All right, next up, are we now? Yeah, this is the final and the best. And I am not picking this bad boy up because he's heavy. It is a estate sale find. Definitely filmed there. It was one of the church run sales. So it's been a couple months, but it's one that if you watch my videos, it's going to be back a little ways. But I had left the sale overthinking myself that I should go back and get it. So then I go back and it's still there, of course, and I get it. I paid $10 at this garage sale. It is a weight. No, it's not. What do you even call this thing? It's like a workbench, a weight bench, but it's not. It's a whole body vibration platform. Okay, so knowing when I was buying it, it had its little box. I'll pick this part up. Nope, but you can't see it. All right, it has this little power box. I don't know if you can see this. Probably not. It has a little power box with it. And that thing sells for like $50 by itself. So I figured, okay, I'm going to get home. We're going to test it. If it doesn't work, I can sell just the parts and still make my money. This bad boy worked. So I listed it. It ended up going on sale because I've got to get rid of it. I think I've stubbed my toe on this thing at least 4 times. So it needed to get the heck out of here. And it sold for $225 plus shipping. Yes, my friends, they paid over $100 to ship this thing. So they knew what they wanted and they were willing to pay up for it. Now I got to do the work of finding a box big enough. Luckily, I recycle a lot of boxes and I can always put 2 boxes together. I'm going to wrap it in pool noodle. So that's my favorite packing material is pool noodle to give it cushion on the ends. Just lots of foam and send him on his way. So, yeah, wish me luck. Cross my fingers, because that guy is going to be the hardest one to ship for sure. All right, let's hop over to Mercari. We had 3 items that sold over there. One that was actually pretty good. So Mercari is absolutely understanding the assignment. They have been stepping up, and I am getting some consistent sales over there, and that is because I do cross list. So a lot of people ask if I cross list. The only place I cross list is on Mercari, and the only way I do it is through Vendoo. Vendoo makes it absolutely seamlessly easy to be able to cross list. I put all my listings, there's multiple ways you could do this, but how I do it, I put all my listings on eBay, and then by the next day, if it hasn't sold, I cross list it over to Mercari, and it takes 2 seconds to put it on Mercari. 2 seconds, and it automatically delists from both sides, and it's great platform. If you want to check it out, there is a coupon or a discount code for 25% off, and if you do it by the 15th, they said June 15th is the cutoff. They're doing 50% off of your first month, and I'll put that coupon down below as well. But that's only until the 15th of this month. Otherwise, it's 25% off of your first month going forward, depending when you watch this video. But highly recommend it if you don't have a cross-listing platform. So these are Phillips Norelco 1-blade insert function blades. That was a lot of words. They're shavers. Blades for your shaver. It's a nice shaver. Hubby has this one. He loves it. So it's a 3-pack, and I paid, I think, $1 each. So then I am in these $3, right? See if I did my easy math. If I can find it. 3-pack. Oh no, they must have been together. They were in a box. So this was $1 for all 3 of them. And it sold on Mercari for $35. Yeah, $1 into 35. Hallelujah. Love that. And then we've got a dental pod. I love these, but they're slowly getting worse. I still have quite a few, and they're not selling super fast, but that's all right. They're moving, just taking their sweet time. This guy is the blue one, and they're used. I mean, I even put in there if it is used. Was this one used? No, this one's definitely new. Ish. All right, but I put everything in there, including pictures, so they know exactly what they're getting. And this guy sold for $50. I paid $15. These I get at the bins for $15. And then, last but not least, was a garage sale find. I could not believe how cheap this was, okay? So, this was at a garage sale on a Saturday, a community garage sale. And my friends, it is a Nintendo DS. It also had some games. It's got that game, and it's got a little game inside. Make sure I included both of those in the listing. I did. All right, yeah, so it's got Brain Age, and it has Transformers. No charger, but the guy knows. He messaged asking if I had any chargers. No, I have one to charge it to test it, but not enough to include. You could. Pro tip, pay the $10, add $10 to your listing, and your item will sell that much faster. But I didn't feel like playing that right now. So it sold as is with its fun little case. I paid $7 at this garage sale, and it sold for $70. Super easy to ship. Again, nice and small. And then the one item that is no longer on my listings that you got to see, but I'll still tell you about it. This was a $1 bin find. Masks surprisingly still sell. There are enough people that need to use these for other reasons than the one that we are all traumatized by. So if you can find these for cheap, it's still worth grabbing. And it sold for I got them on Dollar Day, and I think it sold for $22 or $23. But like I said, I had to cancel it, waiting for him to repurchase it, and then I'll ship these out. But all right, you guys, so that wraps up all 15 on eBay, 3 over on Mercari, and I am just stressed. I've got a lot of packages to do. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching. Thumbs up if you like the video. Leave comments below because YouTube loves when people talk to me as much as I love talking to you. So let me know if you have any questions down below, because I can always include those in the videos. If anyone has some good questions or good topics to discuss, let me know in the comments, because I can create videos all day, every day. All right, you guys, I will see you on the next video. Take care.